moving like the speed of sound. Feet can't keep on the ground.
Let's go, boys!
Hey guys, Daniel Papski here. I'm the captain of ViNCO Gaming Halo. Here we got Nicholas Radical, Ardil Crypticore, Michael Plainfilth, and JC Sharp, the coach. Our team just won the EGE tournament for Halo. We beat Ventus on the final 4-0.
Alright, we're back, and this time we're rocking our Astros.
Okay, Daniel, as team captain, man, if I'm a gamer, I'm into Halo, I want to get into it. I want to be a competitive player one day professionally, much like you guys are doing now. I want to get that Astro set too. So where do I start? How do I get involved?
Okay, so the best place to get into competitive Halo would be to go to halosa.co.za. There you can find all the community tournaments and tournaments that are run from outside organizers. You can follow community members on Twitter, South Africa Halo at South Africa Halo, and you can follow Zombie Gamer at ZombieGamerZA. You can also check out streams on twitch.tv. You can watch the pros there to get into gaming. And you can also check out vincogaming.co.za, and there you can find anything Halo related. You'll be updated on tournaments, etc.
I'd say a good thing to also do is to watch some streams on www.twitch.tv/Halo or any other Halo related streams which you can find on the website quite easily. And you can watch pro players play all day, you can learn from them, you can pick up some tips, and you can even maybe win some Astro giveaways. That's also pretty cool.
So how did you guys start out and how do you get to the top level?
Okay, Mike and Ardil, you guys want to handle this question?
Sure. Well, basically for me, a few years ago I was introduced to Halo from my cousin. And since then I got a passion for it. I mean, you have to have a passion if you want to get anywhere. And with that passion, I thrived to do my best. I tried daily. I put in the hours, and eventually, well, I got where I am today with my team.
Well, on my side, I started from Call of Duty, and I recently moved to Halo, and I heard it from Daniel. So when I entered the Halo scene, I had no experience, I didn't know anyone, and I consistently played for about a year before I got into ViNCO, and I was given the opportunity to compete at this level. And it took a lot of hard work, determination, hours and hours of gameplay. And I met Mikey, and me and him have just been jamming a lot, and eventually I got into ViNCO.
Nick, I noticed you're wearing the Astros gear, man. Is it important? Does it make a big difference in your gameplay? Like, what's the value to it for you?
I feel like it's highly important if you want to take competitive gaming seriously. I feel like you could play with a normal headset, which will do for the basics. But if you really want to get into it and be able to communicate with your teammates well and effectively, you would probably need to get some Astros or any high-end gaming headsets which allow you to communicate with them properly.
What about controllers, man? Are you a scuff dude, or what's your preference?
Preferably I would play with a default controller, but I think JC could get into the details for that.
Alright, so I feel using a scuff in Halo 5 is quite beneficial, as Halo 5 has quite a lot of different moving mechanics such as thrusting and auto-stabilizing and all of that. And the way the buttons are set up, they can actually help you move and be comfortable and never have to move your hands much. I think Danny can explain it a little better.
Yeah, I mean, in the older Halos there weren't many features, spot-on abilities, etc. and people all fine with default controllers. But now with Halo 5, with things like thrust, things like auto-stabilizing, you actually kind of need a scuff to be able to do those things at the same time. Like for example, with scuff controller, you can jump one way and then thrust the other way in a gun battle. That really helps that you wouldn't be able to do that with a default controller. And you can also stabilize and have the option to not stabilize, whereas with the default controller you can't do both at the same time. So
just what I said to me. What's true is that whenever you play against someone who has a scuff, you always know straight away that he's got a scuff.
That's true, yeah.
You can just tell by his movements, you know.
Yeah.
Aside from just being a gamer, I mean, where do you want this to go in your future? On a professional level, 2 years down the line, 5 years down the line, where do you see yourself in terms of gaming as a whole and as part of your life?
Well, I feel like gaming originally was just a hobby, a simple passion of mine. But I feel like I've acquired a lot of different skills playing the game and being around these kind of people, and it's kind of branched off into film editing, and I've really kind of grown a passion for film editing and films, and maybe one day I can branch off into that and work my way back to gaming and do game development and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think when people think about gaming, they kind of think just about playing a game, sitting on your couch and playing. But in the gaming industry, there's actually a lot more to it than just that. In South Africa, maybe not as much, but it's definitely growing. People can do things like shoutcasting events. They can do things like making YouTube videos and becoming popular on YouTube. They can do things like becoming popular streamers on Twitch.tv. They can do things like game development. That's actually offered as a degree and as certificates in universities in South Africa now. And there's a lot of things like game design, editing videos, editing movies and stuff like that, like what Nick said. So there's a whole lot more to it that people don't really know about, and not just gaming itself.
And from a player's side, is that still going to be a part of your future, or do you think that there's only a certain amount of longevity to this before you're too old, your reflexes give up? And what's your opinion there?
I mean, maybe when the reflexes do give up, might go back into something involved differently, like I was talking about. Maybe working for a gaming industry in some sort of department, but I'm not too sure about that yet. I haven't really thought that far, because I think I'm still going to be kicking ass in Halo for a while. So
I can add to that. I'd say that the nice thing about gaming is that at least when you are too old, you can't play anymore. There are other things to fall back on, like the industry, like the marketing, like even streaming and not playing at like such a high level or anything like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to the industry than just playing the game. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Like they said, there's a lot to branch off to, and no one knows their future, but at least I know for my foreseeable future, I plan on going as far as possible with my team, and the sky's the limit. I mean, CLG, we just better. I'm kidding.
Okay, so you guys are part of ViNCO. That is a gaming clan. Would you say being part of a clan makes a difference? And if so, also how does ViNCO make a difference? What's its influence really been?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a better thing to partner up with somebody. If you look at any gaming organization, firstly, if you play under them, they'll help you get your names out there. They'll support you in any way that they can. They'll give you equipment. They'll tweet about you, whatever, post about you to get your names out there and make you more popular. And then in return, you'll be able to grow their brand by competing at tournaments, giving them a place to actually advertise their brand. And then on top of that, playing for ViNCO, I mean, yeah, it's been insanely helpful and supportive. Clint, Swali and Colcat have really put so much effort into the ViNCO brand, and that's been able to give us things like gear, wearing these Astros, a whole bunch of other things, supporting us, always talking to us, being there for us to talk to, giving us tips, managing our team, and just always being there behind our back. So it's been definitely very supportive.
Anyone else have anything to add?
I just quickly say that the graphics on ViNCO are by far the best graphics.
Yes?
Can I say?
Yeah, Nick?
I just want to say that being part of a team or organization is really beneficial, as the team manager or owners can do a lot of networking for you and the team and build relationships with brands and sponsorships, and that's quite beneficial.
Also, I just want to say that until I joined ViNCO, especially in Halo 5, I wasn't exactly where I wasn't where I wanted to be, but they made me a lot better, like skill-wise in Halo, but also with all of the gear that I've gotten and the fact that I'm here right now, it's more than that. It's like dreams that have come true, frankly.
So how have they actually made you guys better as players? I mean, being part of a clan, how do you guys train? What's the
crack of the whip?
Well, I mean, yeah, having things like sponsors and having people there behind your back, it kind of does motivate you to play more as a team. I mean, for example, I can remember when we got sponsored by Astro, straight away I can remember all of us being like, guys, let's get on Halo, let's play, let's get excited, we're all like pumped. And yeah, it really does give you motivation. It feels like you're actually going somewhere with your gaming career, with your competitive career, and that's not very common in South Africa. So when you do get that support and you feel like you're actually going somewhere, it really motivates you.
JC, final thoughts, man, after being here at EG, doing the finals, winning with your teammates, all the rest. It's been a long road.
Yeah.
How the hell did today feel?
Yeah, no, it was good. The expo was amazing. It was a big stage, pretty big crowd, like probably the biggest crowd we've had for Halo, which is pretty cool. You know, great setup. It was rewarding winning. It was fun. We had a really good time. I mean, it was definitely just like a good time. It was very, I'd say, satisfying just to come here, have fun, win, and yeah, it was great.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's been awesome. It's been really exciting and fun. It was really fun to have our teammates down here. Michael and Adi live in Joburg, so it was cool to have them down to, you know, improve our friendship with them, have a good time with them. Winning the event was really cool. You know, we work hard. This is a big win for us, and I mean, we want to aim for higher heights, but this is a good win. The expo has been amazing. I mean, we were just grateful for the fact that we can come and play our favorite game here. It's in front of such a big crowd, and in such a big venue, and yeah, it's been awesome.
It's been fantastic, frankly. I mean, it's just honestly, I'm in Cape Town with my team. I've never been, like, I've only met JC and Pupski in person, so I think it's fantastic to meet Adil and Nick in person. I think it's amazing. We can, this definitely helps team bonding, and you know, winning at an expo with an audience is pretty great too. So yeah, it's amazing, frankly.
Well, the experience has been really amazing. Growing up, I've been watching these guys playing on LANs, playing at like events such as Rage Expo, and coming here to like this event and actually playing with them and playing with the team has been an amazing experience. And just to add, it's been even more amazing dropping more kills than Nick in a game. Like, I've never ever done that, so that's just, you know.
Still feel like I'll beat him any days, especially 1v1s. Check him out. I mean, currently ViNCO Gaming as a team hasn't dropped a single map yet in any local event, so pulling out strong, and I'm really glad that Mike and Adil could fly down and we could build some team chemistry going, and the expo was great. Thanks. Thank you.
This is the first time your entire team is together as a clan, physically in the same space. Am I right?
Yeah.
What, honestly, as a gamer, what's that like? You guys started off online. I'm assuming you met these guys. They were voices in your ear. They became friends, and yeah, you are seeing each other in the flesh, man. What's that whole experience been like? If you're thinking about the community as a whole, from an outsider looking in, why do people play games online? This must be what it's about, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, you know, we all play the game that we love together. We know each other from online, and meeting each other in real life has been even better. Like, you know, we can socialize more, and it's almost like we have been good friends, and now to meet each other is really awesome. And yeah, it really just shows that, you know, if you meet people online that have the same hobbies as you, they enjoy the same games as you, you can become such good friends with them in real life and socialize so well and get along. And I think that's been very apparent in our team. We all get along really, really well, and it's almost like we knew that we would just from knowing each other online. So yeah.
And that's despite the age difference? Like, how does that come to play?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, when you meet them, you completely forget about the age difference. I met Danny. We happen to be the same age. I met him when I was 12, like many years ago, and we've been really good friends since then. We like met at a McDonald's, and it was like since then it was just like that. And then and then everyone else here, I mean, I met them bit by bit. And it's cool matching the voice to the face. They always look different than you'd imagine, but they're still the same person. And yeah, I mean, you forget about the age, to be honest. It's just a bunch of guys with the same hobby. And it's cool.
Yeah, all good friends. So yeah.
You guys, being the youngsters in the clan, coming up with, I guess, older dudes.
It's a bit creepy at first.
A bit creepy, for real?
Especially when they have white vans, but then...
Okay. At a McDonald's, okay, so when you were 12 years old.
Yeah, like
what was the intention behind that? Like,
no, because we played Halo for like already like 2 years, and I was like, okay, let's meet up. Like, you go to this school.
So you wanted to go to the play center with the Ronald's Playhouse together and just hang?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so what happened on your first day when you met?
He says, he tells me, okay, it's me and two other guys, and they switch personalities. So the one guy pretends to be Pupski, and the other guy pretends to be him, like Dark One. So I only found out that he was Pupski like 5 hours later. So it's like completely like weird, yeah.
Pupski, you're an asshole. Why?
It's fun sometimes.
Okay, cool.